I don't know any of these streamers. I guess there's Silvername and Masan. Who the hell are all these other people? I don't know if you can really call it a streamer's cup with one streamer. Seems a little bogus. Alright, here we go. Where is this deck? Ah. Everything's being sent twice? What? That's not good. That shouldn't be happening. Hopefully this fixes it. I don't know, my whole setup's kind of getting screwed up because I gotta use normal headphones instead of my normal ones. I use the sponsor gear, and I had to set it before, and now it doesn't work. So there's gonna be no game sounds today while I try and figure that out later. But hopefully this double thing stops. Where are your deckhands? This is Rogue. Nobody plays deckhand. Mulligan's the left card. And that's it. This keeps two. Why do I keep backstab? Dude, he called it! How did he know he was gonna mulligan? He's a wizard! Alright. Life isn't like this. Real Ben, just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, Ben bro. Appreciate the continued support. Alright. Zerg Viper. Zergs get destroyed by Firebats. This guy had no chance. Can you put your mic somewhere where it doesn't pick up so many? Like I got like a stand and a whole thing going on that tries to stop that. I don't know. I need a different microphone. When I started streaming, everybody recommended the Blue Yeti, and it's a great microphone. It's very cost efficient, but it does pick up every bit of background noise ever conceived, no matter what you do. So I got the whole stand, like the whole get up that just tries to stop that, and it does not. So it's a great microphone if you stream from, you know, a soundproof cellar or something, but I do not. Fortunately, I have animals, but unfortunately for you guys, I have animals. I probably could punch him in the face, but, you know, swipe and stuff, so I'm going to take the trade. Thoughts on Ben Broad's recent comments? I didn't read them. Yeah, I'd play the game, but What are your thoughts on the Evolve Shaman? Inconsistent, not great. I like Devolve, though. I think that card's really good. I think Devolve has its place in the more control-y, mid-rangey Shamans. I think they're not bad. Tried using a noise gate. Well, the background noise appears louder than me, so then you won't be able to hear me either when there's background noise. You just hear nothing. It's not good. It's not good. It's not what we want. But, you know, midstream's not the time to figure out any sort of audio issues. Honestly, there's a lot of people that probably haven't even noticed some of them, and then me talking about it midstream points attention to it, and then they notice, and they're like, hey, now my entire viewing experience is shit. Why did you guys tell me? You know, those kind of things. Cats having an epic battle. Who likes Super Troopers, the movie? It's a pretty good movie. Yeah. I got 2 cats and 1 dog. Dog's name is Ava. And then the little cat is named Kitty, and the big cat's named Kidders. My girlfriend picked the names. Well, this card's good. Balls. 4 top decks for lethal. 4 top decks. We got there. Made 25% to hit lethal. Never noticed background noise before. See, that's what I was saying. As soon as I start talking about it and how I can't get rid of it, then people are gonna start actually noticing it, and they had never noticed it before. But no, the cats are getting at it, man. They're ooh, headshot. They fight with each other a lot, like play fight, but sometimes they get real. And one cat's half the size of the other cat, so that one loses a lot. But it's got a lot more energy. It's got a lot more fight to it. You know, bounce like a butterfly, sting like a bee going on. But the other one's just Goliath and just. They love each other though. They're cool. You know, man. Is this still a good deck for laddering? No. No. Not even close. You could see like some people try it occasionally and some people get it to work. Is it good though? No, but like it can work. It's kind of in that zone, you know? Like a fight between That's Admirable and Tice. That's funny. That's funny. That's good. I'm not buying what Buccaneer's selling. I'm gonna just kill it right now. Dandelo72 just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Batcave team. Appreciate the support. Not killing it gets punished by 4 weapons. Killing it gets punished by 1 totem golem. I guess 2. 2 totem golems. Unlucky. Eloise raid. What's up, Eloise supporters? What's going on? I'm embracing the Shaman Stone. Rank 15 tryhards playing Shaman. Lol. He still has the coin, so I want to save Sap in case he plays a 7-7. But right now we're in some dirt, and we don't have a lot of cards to pull out of it with. This isn't gonna go well. It's a Flame Tongue Totem, isn't it? I don't know, another Totem Golem. Well, you'd definitely play a 7-7 instead of this garbage, yeah? So, screw it. He doesn't have no 7-7. If he top decks one now, I'm going to be kind of upset. So hopefully he doesn't do that. Well, I know in-game sounds. I tried to set it up before the stream so that I could get the in-game sounds to work while I can listen to music, but I couldn't do it. Technology is so hard nowadays. I feel like an old man. Back in the day, you know, back in my day, I could do that sort of stuff. You know, I could get the technology coinciding with the things. But I can't. I can no longer get it to work, and it's depressing. I'm not even that old. It's gotten really complicated. But yeah, I'll figure it out eventually. I'll probably do it this weekend. Because, like, there's these special headsets I'm supposed to wear, and I hadn't been wearing it because I had a setup that worked without it. And now I'm kind of required to wear it, so I had to destroy my old setup that I was using to try and get it all to work and figure out some new way to make it work. And we're in the process of that. We're also in the process of top decking good cards. Yeah, I'll take a Shaman card. Lightning Storm. Damn. Oh, good gadgets and cycle turn. Really good. It's stuck. We had 7 mana to cycle with. This is what we were able to do. Compare that to my usual ladder opponent's ability to cycle. Ah! Rogue sucks. A balance patch is coming at the end of the month. For real? Let me try and confirm these sources of Twitch chat. Let's investigate. Alright, Reddit. The meta and balance and shaman 16 hours ago, brought to you by game director Ben Brode. We'll do a read along in a minute. We're dead here. Let's just read along. Let's figure out what's going on with the meta together, guys. I'm interested now. You guys keep bringing it up. I haven't looked at it yet. We're at rank 15, so we can decide the meta and interpret things correctly, right? According to Reddit, every rank 15 player has the ability to decipher everything in the meta. Alright, let's zoom this in a little bit, huh? Alright. Hello, everyone. I've been reading a lot of feedback on the state of the game, whether pirates are too good, and whether shaman is too good. He's too good twice. Come on. You're Ben Brode, man. Literary stuff. Alright, I'm also seeing a lot of folks wondering what we are planning to do about some of the current issues. I should start by saying that we truly appreciate all of your feedback. I think Hearthstone is at its best when the development team and the community discuss and share ideas back and forth. These are real issues, and hearing about your experience has been helpful for us in determining the next steps. So today, I want to talk a bit about the meta, potential nerfs, and how we think about balance. To get us started, I wanted to find some terms. These are common terms, so there may be no revelations here, but it's useful to make sure we're talking about the same things and how these terms, which are common to all games, specifically used in relation to Hearthstone. Alright, let's learn some terms with Ben Brode. I mean, I guess getting everybody on the same page is good. A lot of people just throw out words, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. Alright, the meta is short for the meta game. The game is what happens once you tap play and see the spinner. Well, maybe a little bit after the spinner, but the meta game is what happens outside of the game. It's what deck you choose to play. It's what decks your opponents choose to play. Some people define metagame as literally everything game-related, including chatting with friends about it, reading information about it online, or anticipating upcoming content. The Hearthstone community and blah blah, yeah, we get it. We know what the metagame is. Alright, balance. You can mean different things in context. Sometimes we use it to describe the relative power level between things and shaman. Sometimes we use it to describe how often things are being used in relation to each other in shaman 45%. Then there is a complex relationship between these two metrics. For example, a class might have a very high win rate shaman relative to others that's not balanced shaman. When that happens, more people tend to flock to that class, increasing the play rate. Eventually that class will become played more than other classes. That's also not balanced shaman, and that's more worrying imbalance. Obviously not worrying enough. We believe at its core, Hearthstone is more fun when you are having a variety of experiences. We randomize the order of the cards in your decks, restrict you to 2 copies of each card, and limit your hand size and amount, and okay. There are games with less variety like chess. Yeah, you're better than chess. You say that every time. The value of balance, then, is to keep giving players different experiences like shaman. This is not to say that each card's there's competitive role in decks. Some cards like Major Domo are intended to be fun for players Purify too, also. Like big squishy moments. Other cards are meant to be deck building challenges to players who want experience with cards deemed weak, Hobgoblin. Some are meant to be hooks for learning or comparison. This is like Chillwind Yeti, but better. That must be good. Alright. Whew. Statistics and the state of the meta. I wanted to go through some statistics about the current meta and talk about how we could analyze them. Over the last 2 weeks, 30% of players are piloting Shaman at Legend. Alright, so a third of your games should be against Shaman. If you include all ranks, no. Don't include all ranks. Why are we including all ranks? These are the players that don't know how to play the game yet. They're still learning. Their stats shouldn't matter. 17% of players are playing Shaman. Great. This includes several decks: Aggro Shaman, Midrange Shaman, Control Shaman, and Jade Shaman. The worst point of imbalance in our history was Undertaker Hunter, where Hunter was played. Yeah, well, we're recovering from that. Let's not look at the past. The Pirate package of Small-Time Buccaneer and patches played about 50% of all decks at rank 5 and above. Holy crap. That's a problem. And that's a package that's not going anywhere. That's staying in the game. That's not cycling out. So if it's already played in 50% of decks, and then another expansion comes out and it's still played in 50% of decks, in my mind, that's a problem. I don't know. The average win rate for the best deck in the meta is 53%. Historically, there has never been a best deck with a lower win rate. Yeah, it feels like we're all flipping coins because whoever starts with Small-Time Buccaneer package and the other guy doesn't, and the guy that starts with it wins. Like, that's not healthy either. Being that close to 50 is not good, in my opinion. And it's not close to 50 because decks are countering each other. It's that close to 50 because you either get a good start and win or you don't and lose, which is not fun. So, the way I interpret these stats are not the same way, I guess. They're saying, oh, it's close to 53%. It must be balanced. I'm looking at it, it's close to 53% because every deck is Small-Time Buccaneer dependent, and if you draw it on one, it's 10 times better than not drawing it on. So, highest win rate of all time was Undertaker Hunter, around 60%. Yeah, the deck was busted, we get it. When evaluating balance, we look at the win rate of decks and compare them to the impossible ideal of 50%, and worst case 60%. Knowing that 50% is impossible, we want to be close, but between 50 I don't know, man. I don't think you can just lap everything up and say, if the win rate on average is 53%, good, we're doing a good job. Game's balanced. It's just not true. When a deck loses to specific cards or other decks, players can be rewarded for playing those counters as that deck rises in popularity. If a deck ever becomes 60% of the meta, but there is a deck that's handily beat it, then you could have a 60% win rate. Well, the problem with this whole situation in this segment is there is a situation right now where a deck's 60% of the meta, 70% actually, or so, with Shaman. And we all know it's 70% of the meta. We're not new to that concept. And there's just nothing that beats it at a significant win rate that's worth playing. This phenomenon causes meta changes over time. We've seen that so far since the rise of gadgets, and Pirate Warrior hit peaks of 30% but shrank to as low as 10% over time because Shaman counters it. There was also days in which Reno Warlock was the dominant deck, in which Rogue was the dominant deck at very high skill levels. When the meta is still changing, we don't like to make changes to cards. Well, yeah, okay, I get that. But it's pretty stagnant for a while now. Right now, Aggro Shaman is one of our highest win rate deck, but it has a 35% win rate versus Control Warrior decks that are tuned to beat them. Reno Mage is also a bad matchup for them. Does this mean that it has become correct to play Control Warrior? Depends on the other decks in the meta and whether Aggro Shaman continues to become more popular. Fibonacci recently took advantage of the predictable meta and built a Control Warrior deck that did very well against Aggro Shaman. Fibonacci also played over like a ridiculous amount of games that season. He played his anti-Shaman deck 300 games in like the last 4 days. So, you know, there's that to that aspect of it as well. But yeah, that's true. Control Warrior can beat Shaman. We believe it is important to let good players recognize the shifts in the meta. Another consideration for making balance adjustment is planning around client patches, use of the blah blah blah. Yeah, sure. We appreciate the note. Oh, we're done now. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know if I'm satisfied. So apparently everyone's going 50-50 against each other, and there's one guy that's able to play Control Warrior to success, which is Fibonacci and no one else. And so we're going to say it's balanced because Fib's a god. I guess that's what we're rocking with. So congrats to Fib. See you online. And give him a good heads up. He's offline. Apparently Fib's the best. Shout out from Ben Brode, though. That's some pretty high praise from Fib. Didn't read the most important part. Shit. Alright, we'll check back. Oh, yeah, that part about the announcement that we were all waiting to hear. Our next patch is planned for around the end of the month. So you can expect an announcement from us regarding balance changes either way in the week or so leading up to that date. I'm just fucking with you guys. I was trolling. I read it and then immediately like in my head and then didn't say anything. So the Twitch chat would be like, "Why? What? What about the announcement?" I'm glad that they're fixing it, man. They're putting a patch in there. I think it's unhealthy that every game is 50-50 and most games are decided by who gets the better start of the Buccaneer start. Because if you're playing a Buccaneer deck and your opponent's also playing a Buccaneer deck and you have Buccaneer and your opponent doesn't, you're probably going to win. And 50% of the decks are running small-time Buccaneer patches starts. You know, that's too high. That's too many. So... like, games should not be flipping coins. That's not ideal. I don't have fun going 50%. In patches mirrors. Alright, well. We have two options. Option A, eviscerate it so that we can then play Shaku the Collector on the following turn. Option B, dagger it so we can then fan and then play Shaku. Probably Shaku Coin Eviscerate. Yeah, okay. He's gonna do nothing on 3. We're gonna fan. He's gonna play a Tomb Pillager. We're gonna go Shaku Coin Eviscerate. He's gonna gadget first and stuff because he's got a coin. We're also losing a boatload and a half of life, so we're probably screwed. But this is the only way for us to maintain tempo against a Tomb Pillager. Balls. You had a 3-drop. This makes everything bad. Alright, so we'll just Cold Blood Eviscerate. Dagger this down. Then he'll play Tomb Pillager, and we still got Shaku Coin Eviscerate. Still got game, but, you know, the small-time Buccaneer did 20 damage to us, so that's not good. 20 is too many. Yeah, I also don't agree with taking in rank 5 or above, and I don't agree with taking anything that's not legend. Somebody's got Leroy. I think it's just, like, if you're learning the game and you're at rank 5, terrific, but I don't care about your stats or input towards the balance. You're rank 5. Learn to play the game, and then once you play the game properly, then your decisions about balance matter. I don't know, maybe that's too harsh, because most people are not at legend rank, which means most people then would probably disagree with my opinion. But I don't know. I think the stats at, you know, actual ranks are the relevant stats to look at. Because of the factor of people that know how to play the game very well and people that are still learning. Isn't rank 5 still top 5% of the game? Yeah, but I don't want to be a dick or anything, but rank 5 is where the game starts. Like, in 16 and pre, you get, like, win streaks. They're basically just giving you stars like candy. You don't have to really try very hard, and you rank up to 5. And then I think, like, if you have a full collection, and you're doing research, and you're trying, I think you'll be able to get to rank 5, all of you. Every single one of you. And I think the actual game actually starts there. And that's the learning period. And then you hit Legend, and then you're actually playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. And you can't complain about balance if you're not playing the game the way it's supposed to be played yet. Everything in life has a learning period, whether that's Hearthstone or whether that's like, building shit with Legos. Like, you can't say the Legos are imbalanced if you can't make anything cool with it if you've never tried. If you haven't been putting in like 100 hours. Because there's just people who are making a castle with it, and you're sitting there like putting yellow ones together. I don't know. So, and not everyone has a full collection. Exactly. The people without a full collection can't complain about the balance of the game because they don't have the cards. What if there's cards that they printed that actually fix the problems that they're having? They don't have the red Legos that connect the yellow ones to the other thing to make the castle. And now you're complaining, this is imbalanced. It doesn't work. Well, buy the other damn Legos. Get it to work. Come on. Put things together. Let's go. So I don't think his opinion should count in balance because he didn't have the red Legos. That's basically what I'm saying. You need the yellow ones and the red ones and even the blue ones to then put them together. Buy the other damn Legos. Then you talk about balance. Alright, backstab. Yeah, we can kill Small Time Buccaneer without losing the game. Hell yeah. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. We got Coin Drake next turn. This is going swell. For against Pirate Warrior, we're making it happen. Alright, we're gonna just Coin Drake. No Mortal Strike. It makes Mortal Strike live, but at least it allows us to do something and develop. C. Phelps just subscribed for 13 months in a row. Welcome back to the Batcave team thing, man. I appreciate the support. What about the people that are ranked 5 because they don't have the time to commit to climbing ranks? Like, I'm not trying to personally attack you or say you're a bad player or something like that. All I'm saying is I trust the guy that plays all day, every freaking day, racking his brains to try and figure something out. I trust his stats more than I trust your stats with regards to what's busted. I don't trust my stats as to regards to what's busted because I'm ranked 16 and I don't play very often. Because I trust the guy that's there grinding all day. Let's look at his stats. So I think balancing around, even like top 200 legend is better than trying to balance around the entire pool from 5 and up. Balance around the 1%. If we're looking at trying to balance it competitively. If we're looking to try and make it fun for the casual environment, which is what they're trying to do, I assume, then I think, yeah, we should probably balance around, all of the ranks. So, they have different goals in mind than what I want, which is fine. They're doing their thing, and their thing makes people play the game, and which in turn eventually makes me money. So, I appreciate them trying to balance it for everybody and make it so it's all fun at every level. It's a pretty impossible goal to try and take on, though. Making it fun at every single level. Because what's balanced at rank 9 is not going to be balanced at Legend. I'll tell you that. But they're attempting to try and make it fun for everyone at every level. And I'm attempting to find this swashbuckler. But honestly, the perspective I have though is the casual players are gonna have fun regardless. They're not gonna know how to exploit imbalanced things, right? Like my opinion anyway, which I have no way of fact checking this or proving it or anything like that, but it's that yeah, let's just pretend we have something. Oh no, we got nothing. All right. So my opinion anyway is that if we balance the game around, the top 500 legends, so the top 0.001% in reality, right? So if we balance around them, they're going to stream, they're going to kind of create the metagame, show all the decks. These decks are probably not going to be the best decks in the casual ranks or whatever, and even if the casual players, net deck them at rank 5, it's not really going to cause imbalancely sort of stuff. If it's balanced up there, then it should just be pretty good at the rest of the ranks, I imagine, because the same thing's not going to work there that it's going to work at rank 5. Now, I don't know how to prove that. I just think that people net deck a lot, and there's different metagames at rank 5 than there is at Legend. So if you're net decking the Legend, top Legend decks, it's not going to work for you at rank 5, which is going to cause non-imbalances, I guess, hopefully. If it's balanced around the top, everyone net decks the top, then it's balanced everywhere. Now, this may just not work at all. So Blizzard's probably better than me trying to figure that out, but I think it's pretty tough to try and balance at every single rank. And by tough, I mean impossible, just because the players play different amounts of time and understand the game in different levels. Who knows, man? All I know is right now, this whole goal of making thing every 50-50 thing is insane. 50% of decks play Buccaneer. If you draw Buccaneer and they don't, your win rate spikes by a huge amount. And if 50% of the decks are playing it, then half of your games are decided by 50-50. So that's insane. So if you're playing a Buccaneer, half your decks are coin flip, half your games are just freaking coin flips. And that's pretty triggering. Playing like Reno Lock or some garbage. Reno Jackson comes down on 6. You got about 50% to have it on 6. So if you're playing against a Patches deck, you need it on 6. That's a 50-50 right there against every single aggro deck. Sure, you can win without it, but if you just play it, you automatically win. So it's slightly better than 50%. All of these decks and all of these ideas, these Renos, these Buccaneer starts, how they're all just driving towards flipping coins. They're just flipping coins, man. Alright, yeah. Well, not 50-50, because sometimes neither player has the Buccaneer start, but the odds of getting the Buccaneer start's pretty good. Close to 50. So, if they don't have it, then you get to play a game. But I'm just saying, I would love to be able to play more than 25% of my games after I press the play button. Wouldn't that be great? Well, you gotta count in the mulligan, Smokey, for the 50% to get the Reno by 6. If you count in the mulligan, run the hypergeometric distribution, you'll figure it out. Google some math-related stuff. Then you don't always live to turn 6, which then takes away from the other point. But yeah, you can balance out all these situations and look at it. I just want to play more than 25% of my games. That's all I want. I want to press the play button, and I want to play a game that my decisions matter. I don't care about anything else in regards to balance than how many games I get to play. Currently, that number is too damn low. Weedlow just subscribed to a Twitch Prime. Welcome to the Batcave Team thing, man. Appreciate the support. Wait a minute. Did you say 50% of the more than? All right, let me check out if that's true or not, because that would be kind of absurd. This Twitch, but it might just be a Twitch chat post. No, Twitch chat's just memeing me. They're like, in the article it says 50% of the people are playing the patches combo, but more than 50% of people are playing pirates. But no, it's true. Alright, so anyway, I don't know, I tilted myself. I can't. I'm triggered now. I made myself angry. I can't play. Anyway, I'm going to be going on a game show thing later on today on my channel. Chanman's going to be doing it. It should be cool. It's called the Streamer Showdown. It's like going to be, Noxious is going to be there. Jackie Chan is going to be there. You know, the actor. And who else was it? Disguised Toast is going to be there. So, you know, some celebrities, big names. I'm going to be there. And we're all going to be doing this game show thing. It's got like a bunch of different games, and it's interactive with Twitch chat, and there's a whole UI thing, and Chanman and his team built it, and it should be cool. He's trying to like do something. I don't know, it should be really fun. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're gonna meme around and do some like Family Feud sort of stuff, and you may have seen it before. It's called Streamer Showdown. It should be pretty fun. That's going to be happening at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So 1 p.m. Eastern Time, it's going to be on this channel right here where you're at. We're going to do that. It should be a blast. It's going to be like an hour and a half long. Crazy fun games that are Twitch chat interactive. So it should be a blast. Feel free to show that. Should be hopefully a good time. 1 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys come back, check that out. Should be pretty sweet. Alright. I'll see you guys then, because I'll be back for that. And then, should be fun. See you guys then. If you're sticking around on the internets and stuff, we'll be here. Firebat, did you win yesterday? Hell yes! We won yesterday. Me and the Strife bro gave him a crow fist. Right to the face. It's pretty good. We had a strategy that revolved around, I don't know if I want to tell you my strategy. What if they're listening? Alright, anyway, our strategy revolved around noticing the fact that everyone utilizes the Reno Mage for the purpose of countering aggro, as well as then the Reno Lock and all that sort of stuff are all designed to counter aggro. So the perceived bad matchup of Reno Warlock versus Reno Mage suddenly becomes a good matchup when you assume they're trying to tech their Reno Mage to counter aggro. So then, because they've been leaving up Pirates or Shaman pretty consistently, and when you do that, you need to have your Reno Mage target aggro. So we haven't even seen the G2 Reno Mage up to that point because I hadn't played it. So then we assumed it was to counter aggro. Then we lead with our strong control deck to win the first game against the Anyfin Paladin. They've led with Anyfin Paladin every single time. They lead with it again. Big surprise, patterns, yada yada. We beat the Anyfin Paladin. Then they have to counter Q with Druid. We get the Druid out of the way. That's their only anti-control deck. So then we just ram things into the Druid, and they kept high-rolling it. They beat Shaman. They had like double Innervate, double Wild Growth starts. We were sitting there tearing our hair out, just getting destroyed by high rolls on Druid. Well, we queue 4 decks into it, and one of them finally gets the beat of the Druid. And then we're like, alright, we win. We don't care that we spent 4 decks beating Druid. We're still in positive spirits because the whole game plan's still coming together. Now, we play the Reno Lock after that, and Druid was their only anti-control deck. And just pa to, copy Life Coach there. But yeah, we just take care of business with that Reno Lock. It's just has no bad matchups because their Reno Mage is tech to beat anti-aggro. So, Reno Lock was the more consistent option over Reno Mage because of the innate ability of the hero power that has the tap. So we wanted to sweep with the Reno Lock instead of the Reno Mage. We had the choice in the beginning to either beat the Anyfin with whatever we wanted, and then choose to either sweep with Reno Mage or Reno Lock at the end. And we chose to go with Reno Lock because of the life tap ability. So that's kind of the strategy of how we used to try and exploit them in the 9-deck format. And it worked. Even though we lost 4 times in a row to Druid. So, There you go. I like the tournament meta right now. I think the tournament meta is great. I think there's a lot of counterplay in the tournament meta. I think it's really fun. I think the ladder meta is... that's the adjective I'm going to go with. That right there, just... there's no words. I really hate the ladder meta. My friend Purple is a competitive Hearthstone player, and he plays more arena now than ladder. Because he just hates ladder so much. But the tournament's pretty fun. I like the tournament. Anyway, I'll see you guys at 1 p.m. See you guys at 1 p.m.